What's up, guys? Lil Feigh over here. So I'm back with it. This is day one of the series that I promised y'all, shooting 30 days consecutively in a row, where I take you guys through the recording process of how I make my music. So, first song that we're going to be working on is Man in the Mirror. That's the title, Man in the Mirror. Now, Man in the Mirror is pretty self-explanatory for the most part, because it's basically looking at the person in the mirror and realizing that you are your own opposition. You are the person who is in charge of your own destiny and where you want to be in your own life. So, yeah, that's basically what it is, facing the internal struggles, facing the outside struggles, like things like that, man. But like, it's like you will hear what I'm trying to go for within the lyrics and as the song goes. But I just wanted to like make a brief explanation for some people who might not get it, but you will get it within the song as I go through the song. Now, first things first, gotta open up Virtual DJ. So let's get to it, guys. Virtual DJ so that we can line up the tempo for the song, of course, for the beat that's about to go into FL. I use Fruity Loops personally. Many people use Pro Tools, some people use, what's this other recording platform? I forget many of these other recording platforms, but some people use those. I prefer Fruity Loops because it's a bit easier. Uh, and quick disclaimer, guys, I'm not the one who engineers all this stuff, like the music. Me, I lace the music. I record whatever I have, put it on the beat, and then put my preset that my friend, well, my brother, not even a friend, he's a brother to me, slash producer, who puts on put on for me, like he made a preset for me, you know. So what I do is I record and then I set the preset on the track mix so that when he gets to touch it, like it's a bit easier for him. And I also try to make it a bit easier for him with my vocals, like how I record. I'm very meticulous with how I record. So yeah, man, so that the process can go a little bit smoother because I don't like that thing of having to re-record after having done the song. So yeah, man. And okay. So we said virtual DJ first, Fruity Loops, and then we go pick a beat. Uh, we pick the beat, load it up. Tempo is 130. That's the standard tempo for Fruity Loops, if you know. The standard tempo is 130 as soon as you log on. So no need to calibrate it. Just put it on there. Okay, cool. Now, what's next? Yes, getting to the recording process. So I'm using my phone to actually shoot this video. So my script was on the phone, so I had to write it down on a piece of paper, going old school with it. So don't be surprised if I don't make as much eye contact as y'all would like me to make. Pause. Pause. No eye contact over here. No Diddy shit. But yeah, man. So let's get to it. First things first. I think y'all just need to hear the beat a little bit, just to hear the beat that I'm going to be working on. Hear that? I like the synth. I'm into I'm into these types of beats. Like my style of music is more on the lo-fi side of things, you know, like that neo soul jazz, you know. Yeah, that's the type of sound that I like to make, you know, because like for me, it's more fun. I like to sing as well, you know, but like, yeah, I like to sing. I'm better than most people. I can't really sing, but I'm better than most people. I'm still training myself on how to properly sing. Okay, so let's fast forward the beat so that you can just hear the beat drop. I just need you to hear the beat drop. Now, let's get down to it because I don't want to waste any more time. I'm excited for this one, man. Okay, so the mic that I use is a fast track mic, the C2 condenser mic, and my interface, my what you call it, the sound card. I don't know if that's the right term. It's a Behringer interface, the Euphoria UM2, the one that I use. Uh, it's pretty nice, you know. I lost my original headphones, the ones that came with the Behringer interface. So my brother borrowed me these. My brother being my friend, who's also a producer slash rapper as well. Hopefully, in one of these videos, you will get to see him, you know, when he takes you through the mixing and mastering process. But like, that's for another day. Today, we're just gonna focus on like making this song. Okay, so put my book here because I don't like to have the book here and then the mic here. It's just gonna be a lot of, it's just gonna be a lot. You know, it's just gonna confuse me. So, okay, man in the mirror. Okay. Versus here. Okay, cool. We alive. We alive. We alive right now. We're alive, mate. We're alive. I like to do a lot of accents as well. So if I do get weird on one of these videos or get quirky or kind of corny, just know that's my personality on a day-to-day basis. My girlfriend, she acts like she can't stand it, but I know she loves it. I'm awesome. I'm pretty awesome. My favorite accent to do is the one from the Big Les show. If y'all know that one, that's for the OGs right there. The niggas who know. If you know, you know. The Big Les show is goated, man. Sassy the Sasquatch, Mike. What are you talking to me? Okay, let me get to it. Let me shut the fuck up. Okay, cool. Okay, with the intro of the song, I'm just gonna try and harmonize, if you will. Just gonna harmonize. It's gonna sound a little familiar for the Kendrick fans. I mean, everybody has inspiration from somewhere, like takes inspiration from somewhere. So my inspiration is like Cole Kendrick, you know, your Sminos, your Samara Sins, you know. Honorable mention on Samara Sin, man. She's she's about to blow up. Oh wait, I think I didn't set the mixer to record. Yep. You. Okay, cool. We on. Okay, cool. Now it's recording. It's taking the vocal. Without further ado, let's get to it. Whoa. that's a bit low. Take then the mic volume so that it picks up the vocal chain. Whoa, 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 whoa. Been breaking these chains inside of the same loop for like 4 summers. Get out of my way, been feeling the way. My mind's inside the gutter. Fuck all your favors. These commas, I'm ready to run up, stay in my lane. Shifts in my life, been feeling insane. More of this pain, how much could I take? Need the dough and break the bread, yeah. It's costing just to show my hands, yeah. Jokers trying to see my poker face. A lacer for the race that's underway. Getting high these days don't feel the same. Here to liquor, spit in different tongues. Multilingual euros, dollars on my mama. Need some change to make some sense. Okay, fuck. No, no, I don't like that one. Let me cut it and retake the verse. I don't like that take. But so far, so good. I'm feeling confident about this verse, man. I think I'm gonna take the harmonizing part and the verse separate, just so it's a little bit more. I don't know how to put it, but I'm just gonna put it closer so that I can start sooner. Been breaking these chains inside as I sing. Ooh, fuck. No, 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 no. Let's go again. Been breaking these chains inside of the same loop for like 4 summers. Get out of my way, been feeling the way. My mind's inside the gutter. Fuck all your favors. These commas, I'm ready to run up, stay in my lane. Shifts of my life, been feeling insane. More of this pain, how much could I take? Need the dough and break the bread, yeah. It's time to show. Ooh, dang. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Relax. Hey, dog, relax, dog. Been breaking these chains inside of the same loop for like 4 summers. Get out of my way, been feeling the way. My mind's inside the gutter. Fuck all your favors. These commas, I'm ready to run up, stay in my lane. Shifts of my life, been feeling insane. More of this pain, how much could I take? Need the dough and break the bread, yeah. It's costing just to show my hands, yeah. Jokers trying to see my poker face. A lacer for the race that's underway. Getting high these days don't feel the same. Here to lick, I spit in different tongues. Multilingual, euros, dollars on my mama. Need some change to make some sense. Feed the fight. Shit, man. Let's get it one more time. We got it this time. We got it this time. I'm more of a one take type of nigga, so yeah. Been breaking these chains inside of the same loop for like 4 summers. Get out of my way, been feeling the way. My mind's inside the gutter. Fuck all your favors. These commas, I'm ready to run up, stay in my lane. Shifts of my life, been feeling insane. More of this pain, how much could I take? Need the dough and break the bread, yeah. It's costing just to show my hands, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. This time, this time. Been breaking these chains inside of the same loop for like 4 summers. Get out of my way, been feeling the way. My mind's inside the gutter. Fuck all your favors. These commas, I'm ready to run up, stay in my lane. Shifts in my life, been feeling insane. More of this pain, how much could I take? Need the dough and break the bread, yeah. It's costing just to show my hands, yeah. Jokers trying to see my poker face. A lacer for the race that's underway. Getting high these days don't feel the same. Here to lick, I spit in different tongues. Multilingual, euros, dollars on my mama. Need some change to make some sense. Feed the feeling just to fill the void. Dang, 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 dang. Okay, I think I'm just gonna punch in. punching in is the best option right now because I don't want to restart the verse over and over again so many times that it's gonna get boring and tedious. I just wanna get to it, move on. But first things first, we just gotta listen to that take. You know, and also hit another take on top of that one so that I have multiple options. So that I can hear which take is the best, so that I can continue from there. You know. But yeah, for the most part, this is just the first part of how I record, and like how I go into my music making. So let's just hear that for a little bit, okay? Track. Let's see. We can put it on insert four. Put the preset on insert four. Preset on insert four. Oof. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Mhm. With this whole process that I'm taking myself through, like with this whole challenging myself for like 30 days, I feel kind of good about it because, like as an artist, man, you need like something to challenge you day in, day out, Like you can't get really comfortable with how you make music or you consistently make music you know, somewhere along the line with life experiences and how things go, because nothing ever goes as how we all plan. Like, I mean, we all wish it did, but like nothing ever really goes as planned. And for me, with my music journey, like for the most part, nothing has been really going as planned. So I just thought to myself, let me just do this, test myself, and see how comfortable can I get, because I'm also like antisocial in a way. I'm an introverted extrovert, because I do have my days where I'm just like, abrasive and loud and like my personality is out there. But for the most part, like I'm pretty reserved, most people might see it as timid or like afraid for me to take up space. I'm not afraid to take up space, first of all. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not afraid to take up space. I'm just, I would rather describe it as I'm selective with who I let around me or who I chill with, especially now because hey man, a lot of shit, man, a lot of stuff has happened. I'm gonna need to stop cursing. I'm gonna need to cut out a lot of cussing. But yeah, let's listen. So, like I'm trying to challenge myself, man, get myself out my comfort zone and like, get myself to be more comfortable living in front of the camera. Hmm. Okay. This take sounds pretty good, for the most part. But like I said, never hurts to layer up and see how good can it get. Because, there's always room for improvement in anything. Even vocals that sound as smooth as butter like mine, eh? But yeah, let's get it. Been breaking these chains inside of the same loop for like 4 summers. Get out of my way, been feeling the way. My mind's inside the gutter. Fuck all your favors. These commas, I'm ready to run up, stay in my lane. Shifts on my life, been feeling insane. More of this pain, how much could I take? Need the dough and break the bread, yeah. It's costly just to show my hands, yeah. Jokers trying to see my poker face. I lace up for the race that's underway. Getting high these days don't feel the same. I hear the liquor speed in different tongues. Multilingual euros, dollars on my mama. Need a change to make some sense. Fight the feeling just to fill the void. Oof, okay, that sounds a little bit nicer, you know. And one thing that I like to do, when I do record these things, when I do record my vocals, I like to layer up, just to give my vocals that fullness, like I might keep the first take as a, like just to add on to this take, but I'm gonna get to the ad libs and the harmonizing later, because I like to harmonize. I like to get this monotone vocal out first, and then I hit it with a backup vocal that's like a falsetto, almost high note. We're gonna get to that in a minute, but don't judge me. Don't judge me though, because I did say I can't sing. I'm still training myself to sing. So if it sounds iffy, just know on the song it's gonna sound good. But yeah, hey man, let me stop explaining a lot. And let me not stop explaining a lot because I'm trying to give you all the full picture here, all right? Trying to give you all the full picture of my music, who I am, Trying to, trying to let you in, trying to let you in, be more vulnerable, be more vulnerable with you guys. So, yeah, man. Oof. I like this one. I like this one. We're gonna keep 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 this one. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. And then from there, like this is how I usually do. I thrive when I write, like writing is my strong point. But nowadays, like I've been writing. And then like when I get to like half a verse, like after I finish a 16, because this is supposed to be how many bars left? This is supposed to be like a 32 bar verse or a little bit more, not sure. But like I've got it down for like half of it. And then what I do nowadays is I write half of the verse, I record it, and then sometimes something just happens, a shift just happens, like it's easier for me to just like freestyle the rest of the verse. Whatever comes first, I just put it down, I just put it on there, but like whatever comes first does not need to be trash, like that's usually when I make a full song, I take to about like an hour or less. Because like when I used to write, like my process would be when I write a full song. But when if I do write the full song, like before I get to the studio, and like before I even start recording, like it would just like not come out as good as I would want it to sound. I don't know if I'm making sense, but like it would not come out as good as I want it to sound. So now I just I write, whatever, like, I write a verse. After I write the verse, if like I have half of the verse and like there's still like a couple of bars that I still need to put in, then I put them in afterwards, because music is a feeling, man. Like and feelings are the most raw and pure things a human can ever feel. Yeah, well, wait, feelings are the most pure and raw thing a human can ever feel. What am I saying? But you get the point. You get the point. Technicalities, technicalities. Fuck, ugh, my tongue. But yeah, okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and finish up the rest of this verse, you know, and then I'm gonna add the backup vocal, and then I harmonize on top of that, like layer the song, make it a full story, make it a full book, so that when the listener listens, like they get it, yeah, ears get massaged and she and stuff, like your ears get massaged, your brain, like all those good feelings, all that good activity, you feel? But yeah, so I'm gonna do that right now, which is I'm gonna listen back to the whole thing, what I have so far, and then I'm gonna see what else can I put on top of what I already have before continuing with the verse, or maybe I'll just continue with the verse and then, you know, add ad libs and backup vocals after, because like it's always better to work as efficiently as possible. Okay, let's start with the verse though and see where can I go with it. So, fight the feeling just to fill a void. Lately, I've been feeling so annoyed. Comparison being the thief of joy. Comparison, that's the thief. Comparison has been the thief of joy. Fight the feeling just to fill a void. Lately, I've been feeling so annoyed. Comparison has been the thief of joy. Okay. That's just the first little part of it. If I don't like it, I'll just scrap it and then write it. Because I like to go off what I feel, man. Like my music needs to be real to me, pure to me first, before like it even gets to you guys. Because you guys get a finished product of like what I've done, like you don't many people don't get to see this process and like the fumbles, the retakes and stuff like that. Many artists are afraid to show you that. For me, I want to be an open book to you, you know, be an open book. Come to me and I come to you. I give you the full experience. I'll give you the full experience, Mike. Give you the whole thing. Give you the whole thing. Hmm. I'm trying to blend it together, like seamless. I need that seamless transition between the verses, because where I took it from and like where it's continuing to, there's that little kick, like there's the monotone, and then like that energy that I picked up with, like it's a little bit inconsistent with the whole verse, the energy that I came with. Hmm. Being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the only one who knows. Sin is being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows. It's being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows. Being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows. Thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows. Comparison is being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows. It's being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows. It's being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows. Still a work in progress, so don't judge too hard now. Judgment is welcome here, because it's a community we're building, safe space, like creative criticism, like not deconstructive criticism, creative criticism is the only thing that's allowed here. The space should be safe. But like it's a work in progress, workshopping it, And also with each song that I make, after it's done being produced, I'm gonna drop it immediately on all digital platforms. My distributor that I'm using is Ditto. I'm actually dropping another single, not from the ones that I'm gonna be making in this series. It's a single that I've made like last year. I'm just deciding to put out all the music that I've made last year, because there's no reason for me to be holding on to that much music, So I'm going to be utilizing my Ditto as much as possible, before I have to renew my subscription in August. But yeah, every song that I make here on this series is going to be coming straight to you guys so that you can hear the finished product, because like these videos, I'm just going to be taking you through part of the process, not the whole process, because I know people's attention span nowadays is not that extensive. Like I need to get straight to the point and like make it as short as possible, short and sweet. Not something that's gonna be too extensive. Like I don't even like long videos on YouTube, man. So like this is already going on YouTube. Like I want you guys to like feel immersed, like not feeling drained. You need to keep it exciting, man. Since being a thief for sure, the man in the mirror, he's the one who knows. Comparison is being a thief for joy. The man in the mirror, he's the one who knows. Okay, let's take one last take, so that like it blends in, seamlessly. Because now like consistent energy is kick, like it doesn't sound as nice, like it doesn't have that consistent flow to it. Ooh, caught myself off guard there. Ooh, did it again. Miss. Ooh, 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 ooh. Keep catching myself off guard there a bit. Let me put it back. Let me put it back a little bit. Comparison is being the thief of joy. The man in the mirror, here's the one who knows. Okay, let me listen to the energy there. Comparison is being the thief of joy. Just to fill a void. Lately, I've been feeling so annoyed. Medicine is. Okay. Take it back a little further. Just to fill a void. Lately, I've been feeling so annoyed. Medicine has been the thief of joy. The man in the mirror, he's the one who knows. Ooh, that's too low for me. Ooh, no. Fight the feeling just to fill a void. Lately, I've been feeling so annoyed. Comparison has been the thief of joy. The man in the mirror, he's the one who knows. Just to fill a void. Lately, I've been feeling so annoyed. The man has been the thief of joy. Feeling just to fill a void. Lately, I've been feeling so annoyed. Comparison has been the thief of joy. The man in the mirror, he's the one who knows. Okay, calm. No more, fine. Yeah, even though it did take me a couple of times, a couple of takes, but like, who's counting? Not me. Maybe you guys, but not me. But yeah. Okay, let's hear this out, man. Hopefully the energy is consistent. You know, you know. Let me meet this one, share this one. Okay, no, this is good, but let's hear if I do this. Let's see if I do this now. If I do this now, Hmm. It's around these parts, man in the mirror. This. Yeah, a little smooth transition here and there. Okay, so let me move up the vocal, man. Man, this is what recording is, the boring process of sitting through this, like the little things, cutting and diminuting, like, yeah, putting it together, like cutting, putting it together, placing it, like making sure like it's right. Like it's a very boring process, man, like, but as long as the music comes out as what the people deserve and like like what you're satisfied with as the artist as well, you know so you can't really rush greatness, man. That's all I can say. You can't really rush greatness because this is greatness, man. you know this is greatness, man. This is something that like this is something that has been done before by yours truly, like Tory Lanez. Your Many artists have done what I'm doing, like, but like, like what sets you apart is like how your process is. Some people do it quicker, some people do it slower, like I'd like to believe that I'm moderate, like I'm moderate in how I do my stuff, you know. But yeah, man. So let's hear it out. The whole verse. Imagine it took me this long to get these few bars off. Imagine now you're someone who just freestyles. How long does it take for you to finish a verse? Man? He's the one who knows the fucking the road. Being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows what the fork. Being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows what this fork in. The fork in the road truly chose. This fork in the road this path of choice. The man in the mirror is the one who knows what this fork. The fork in the road this path of choice. The fork in the road this path of choice. So, yes, in this bed, the thief of joy. The man in the mirror is the one who knows. The fork in the road this child. The fork in the mirror is the one who knows the path. The man in the mirror is the one who knows the fork in the road of truly chose. The fork in the road this path that really chose. The man in the mirror is the one who knows the fork in the road this path that chose. Being the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows a fork in the road this path that chose. The fork in the road this path that chose. And the thief of joy, the man in the mirror is the one who knows the fork in the road this path that chose. No, let's do it again. Mirror is the one who knows with the fork in the road this path that chose. Is the one who knows with the fork in the road this life I chose. With the fork in the road this life I chose. From the garden where I chose. Mirror is the one who is the one who knows of the fork in the road this life I chose. From the gardens where I truly rose. From the gardens where I truly rose. From the gardens where I truly rose. Gardens where I truly rose. So where I truly rose. So my roots and manners. It's where I truly rose. So my roots and then I stand tall. sow my seed, plant my seed, and then plant the seed, and then I watch it grow, sow my roots, and then I'm 10 toes. Is where I truly rose, plant the seed, and then I watch it grow. Is where I truly rose, plant the seed, and then I watch it grow. Is where I truly rose, plant the seed, and then I watch it grow from the roots. Is where I truly rose, plant the seed, and then I watch it grow, sow my roots, and then I'm trying toes. Is where I truly rose, plant the seed, and then I watch it grow, sow my roots, and then I is where I truly rose, plant the seed, and then I watch it grow, sow my roots. That's why I'm 10 toes. I made my bed, I made myself. I made my bed, I made my bed, I made myself. I made my bed, I'm on myself, I'm in myself. I made my bed, I'm in my bed, I made mistakes, I want myself out. I made my bed, I made mistakes, I made myself out. I made my bed, I made mistakes, that's why I'm out. I'm all alone. I made my bed, I made mistakes, I'm with myself. I made my bed, I made mistakes, I'm with myself. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like a lighting a chinchilla. My battery is low, so I just had to charge my phone there for a little bit. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm making sort of like a bridge hook thing. I don't know where it's gonna go, but like hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it goes well. But first, let's listen to what I have first. I made my bed, I made mistakes, I want myself. I, myself, dribbling. Need more cash, I need more bands. Myself, make more bands. I make real bands, no friends. Myself, I make no bands, don't need no friends. I make no band, need more bands and no friends. I need more bands and no friends. No friends. I need more bands and no friends. Make more chicks. Ah, no friends. Make my cash. Okay. I think I got it. Ain't no friends. Ah, and no friends. So cut that check. Hold on me. Jeez. Said no friends. So cut that check, please. So cut that check. And me no friends. I know no friends. I need. So cut that check. Ah, and no friends. Okay, sorry. That's my mistake. No friends. So cut that check. Yeah, it's a hole on me. Hold on, see. No friends. No friends. Cut that check. Cut that check. Need no bands and no tune. I need no bands and no friends. I make more bands and no friends. Take it. Yeah. I'm fine. Lock in. No bands and no friends. Cut that check. No check. No Rex. Okay, let me put it here. No friends, so cut that check. No friends and no Rex. No friends, so cut that check. Bitch is on me. Mhm. Cut that check. Bitch is on me. Mhm. So no friends, so cut that check. Little bitch is a brand new me. Fuck lean, I'm sipping on tea. Wow, it took me that long to come up with that one line. I don't think it's even that good, bruh. But hey, man, if it works, it works. Music at the end of the day, man. You never really know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. I need more bands and no friends. Me, sipping on tea. Sipping on tea. OJ's big stepping that creased. Sipping on tea. Big J's. Sipping on tea. OJ's stepping they creased. Big J's stepping they creased. OJ's big stepping they creased. OJ's OJ's big stepping they creased. Sipping on tea. OJ's big stepping they creased. Make this little part unique, nigga. And turn on the volume on it. Hey man, I've been selling for a while. I've been locked in, man. I even forgot that this whole series is a part of like a rant. Like I need to be interactive a little bit more, man. This is what happens. I get so locked in and then I forget that I'm like actually having to communicate with you guys. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to be neglectful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, let's move this up, this vocal chain. And yeah, man. I'm basically gonna finish the rest of the song and then like we'll get into it later on. But like this was the first episode of the series because I don't want to make this video too long. So I'm just gonna play out loud what I have for you guys so far. And then when you hear the song next time, it'll be complete, with all the harmonies, the backup vocals and stuff like that. But yeah, man. So this is just part one of the whole series. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, man. Subscribe, like, follow for more, man, because I only get better by you guys making me better, since like we're creating a community here, like it needs to be interactive, like I need to feel in touch with you guys, and you guys need to feel in touch with me. Comment down below how I can make this experience a little bit more immersive. So yeah, man. So I'll just play for you guys what I have, but yeah, after that, till next time, guys. Okay. Never forget to save. Fruity Loops has a tendency of crashing, especially if you don't have space in your PC. So save that, save that, save that.
Been breaking these chains inside of the same loop for like 4 summers. Get out of my way, been feeling the way. My mind's inside the gutter. Fuck all your favors. These commas, I'm ready to run up, stay in my lane. Shifts on my life, been feeling insane. More of this pain, how much could I take? Eat the dough or break the bread, yeah. It's costing just to show my hands, yeah. Jokers trying to see my poker face. I lace up for the race that's underway. Getting high these days don't feel the same. I hear the liquor speed in different tongues. Multilingual US dollars on my mama. Need a change to make some sense. Fight the feeling just to fill the void. Lately I've been feeling so annoyed. Comparison has been the thief of joy. The man in the mirror is the one who knows. A fork in the road, this life I chose. From the gardens where I truly rose. Plant a seed and then I watch it grow. Sow my roots, that's why I'm 10 toes. I made my bed, I made mistakes, I'm on myself. I need more beds and no friends. Cut that check, little bitch, just a brand new me. Fuck lean, I'm sipping on C. OJ's big stepping they creed.
And like I said, it's a work in progress, guys. So don't expect greatness like straight away. You know, so still gonna workshop a lot of this, like move a few things, add a few lines here and there, but for the most part, yeah, man, that's how I make my music. So we'll get to the song next time, like maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Yeah, but stay tuned, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying this series, how it's starting out, and this is the first of many more. Till next time, y'all. Peace.